Welcome back to the RUSI Library. My name's Amanda. Next in our series of closer looks at really interesting items that we hold in the library, we have an examination for admissions report from the Staff College at Camberley in 1913. Now, this being exam season time, I thought it was very apt in terms of results, because what this does is it uses the examiner's information and uses their text to review the answers that the candidates have given. What's really interesting is obviously this is June-July 1913, so this is going to be taken by about 140 people who will then within a year be fighting in the First World War. There were 48 failures, so it wasn't a guaranteed pass. Other things that were interesting were what they actually were tested on. So they had military law, obviously, administration, tactics, history, but also there were those taking languages that included French, German, Russian, Hindustani, Dano-Norwegian, South African Dutch, Swahili, Chinese and Persian. So it was a very, very sort of varied group of officers who were taking this. Whilst I was reading it, I just thought some of the language was just absolutely brilliant and just really, really indicative of the time, but also indicative of how not much changes really in terms of examiner comments. One thing I particularly liked, because it just reminded me, I think, very much of maybe my time at school and everybody else's times at school, was the response to question 1, military topography. So this was the first paper that they would have taken. The examiners have written question 1. The majority rightly decided to make an enlargement of a portion of the half-inch map overnight. Many of these, however, spoilt this good intention by selecting a scale of 6 inches to 1 mile and even larger. Apart from the size of paper required being about 3 foot by 2 foot, the results would have been useless to the general. And I just thought that, I mean, that could be said today of probably of students in exams, and it shows how much also hasn't changed, and also the focus on practical information. We also have here, this is a list of those who passed with their names. And so what I'm starting to do is try and find out about as much as I can about these people. And that's something that we're looking to do. So again, it's another one that we're really interested to find out about the narrative of the people behind these books.